How much did you pay for this?
For this?
No, for this. This.
About 60,000.
60,000?
The ladyboys of Thailand are just the tip of the culture shock iceberg.
Can I go with you?
Yeah.
What do we do after?
Take a rest, laying the bed.
Take a rest and lay in the bed. And
That's all.
From hellish gardens to underground fight clubs, this country will push your boundaries and redefine your idea of adventure.
It's so nice. We have a good time, really good time. And it's our first time in Bangkok, so we're super excited about it.
If you think you've seen it all, Thailand is here to prove you wrong. Here are the 15 things you can't find anywhere except for Thailand. Number 15. The Wang Sayan Suk Hell Garden. Wang Sayan Suk Hell Garden is one of the most eerie and unsettling attractions in Thailand, and it's not for the faint-hearted. This garden, located in the Chonburi province, is a vivid representation of Buddhist hell, known as Naraka. It was created in 1986, and since then, it has become infamous for its graphic and gruesome depictions of what happens to those who commit sins in their lifetime. As you enter the garden, you're greeted with a chilling sign that reads, "Welcome to Hell," setting the tone for what lies ahead. The garden is filled with life-size statues portraying sinners being punished in horrifying ways based on the sins they committed. For example, those who engaged in theft might be depicted having their hands chopped off, while those guilty of adultery are shown being impaled. The statues are grotesque and serve as a stark warning against immoral behavior. Two of the central figures in this garden are the pretas, or the hungry ghosts. These spirits are depicted with thin, elongated necks and distended bellies, symbolizing their insatiable hunger, a punishment for their greed in life. The preta are not confined to hell but wander the earth in eternal torment, seeking nourishment they can never fully consume. The garden is also home to scenes of intense suffering, where sinners are boiled alive, torn apart by hell dogs, or forced to climb thorny trees while being attacked by birds. These vivid depictions are intended to instill fear and encourage virtuous living. Wang Sayan Suk Hell Garden is not just a place to see, it's an experience that leaves a lasting impression on all who visit. Number 14. Bangkok's red light districts. When it comes to Bangkok's nightlife, few places are as famous or infamous as its red light districts. These areas are not just about neon lights and loud music. They are complex and layered, mixing legal and illegal activities that draw curious tourists from all over the world. Let's start with Patpong, the oldest red light district in Bangkok. Established in the 1960s, Patpong gained fame during the Vietnam War when soldiers on leave would visit its bars. Today, it's not just about the go-go bars. The Patpong night market has become a major tourist attraction, selling everything from fashion items to souvenirs. However, behind the market stalls, you'll find some of the city's most notorious bars, where both legal and shady activities coexist. It's a place that's as much about history as it is about the present. Next up is Nana Plaza, often called the world's largest adult playground. Located on Sukhumvit Soi 4, Nana Plaza is a 3-story complex filled with go-go bars, many of which cater to specific tastes, including several dedicated to ladyboys. Despite its reputation, the area is quite organized, with most activities regulated, and it's easily accessible via public transportation. If you're just looking to soak in the atmosphere without diving into the more adult-oriented entertainment, there are open-air bars where you can simply people watch. Lastly, there's Soi Cowboy, a short but brightly lit street that got its name from an American airman who opened one of the first bars there in the 1970s. The street is lined with about 50 bars, each vying for attention with their neon lights and loud music. Despite its reputation, Soi Cowboy is considered one of the more tourist-friendly red light districts in Bangkok. It's a place where visitors can experience the wild side of Bangkok nightlife in a relatively contained environment. Number 13. Ladyboy Cabaret Shows. When you think of Thailand, vibrant culture and unique experiences often come to mind. Among the most fascinating and entertaining spectacles are the Ladyboy Cabaret Shows. These performances are a true blend of traditional Thai culture, modern pop influences, and the unique flair of Thailand's transgender community, known as Kathy. These shows are more than just entertainment. They are a celebration of gender diversity and artistic expression. Take, for instance, the world-famous Tiffany's Show in Pattaya. Established in 1974, this show is often hailed as the first transgender cabaret theater in the world. Over the years, it has grown into a global phenomenon, renowned for its dazzling performances, elaborate costumes, and high-energy dance numbers. Tiffany's isn't just about glitz and glamour. It's a trailblazer in promoting transgender visibility on a global stage. Another standout is the Alcazar Cabaret, also in Pattaya. Since its inception in 1981, Alcazar has been mesmerizing audiences with performances that rival those on Broadway. With over 100 performers, each show is a grand spectacle featuring everything from traditional Thai dances to modern pop songs, all brought to life by stunning sets and intricate costumes. Alcazar is known for its impressive production value, making it a must-see for visitors. In Bangkok, the Calypso Cabaret at Asiatique the Riverfront offers a different flavor. This show, which has been running for over 30 years, focuses on raw energy and emotion, blending various cultural elements into its performances. It's not just about the flashy costumes and makeup, it's about delivering a powerful, immersive experience that leaves a lasting impression on the audience. Number 12. The Full Moon Party on Koh Phangan. When it comes to wild, unforgettable parties, the Full Moon Party on Koh Phangan probably tops the list. This legendary beach party has been a rite of passage for backpackers and thrill seekers since the 1980s. It all began as a small gathering on Hadrin Beach, on the island of Koh Phangan, Thailand. The gathering was simply meant to celebrate the full moon, but it has since exploded into a massive event that attracts tens of thousands of partygoers each month. The Full Moon Party is not just about dancing under the moonlight. It's a full sensory experience. As the night begins, Hadrin Beach lights up with vibrant neon colors, and the air fills with the thumping beats of music that ranges from techno and house to reggae and EDM. The beach is lined with bars and vendors selling buckets of alcohol, a signature drink at this event. You'll see partygoers adorned with glowing face paint and fluorescent clothing, truly embracing the electric atmosphere. One of the most thrilling aspects of the Full Moon Party is the fire shows. Skilled performers light up the night with fire poi, and if you're brave enough, you can even try your hand at skipping over a flaming jump rope. But be warned, this is not for the faint-hearted, and accidents can happen. While the Full Moon Party is famous for its carefree and wild nature, it's also known for the darker side of partying. Unfortunately, the party has a reputation for illegal drug use, which is heavily monitored by undercover police. It's important to stay clear of any illegal substances to avoid serious consequences. The Full Moon Party is an all-night event that often stretches into the early hours of the morning. As the sun rises, you'll see exhausted but exhilarated partiers heading back to their accommodations, or perhaps just collapsing on the beach. It's an experience that's chaotic, colorful, and truly one of a kind. Number 11. The Monkey Buffet Festival. Imagine an entire city throwing a feast, but not for people, for monkeys. This is the Monkey Buffet Festival in Lopburi, Thailand. This annual event, held on the last Sunday of November, is one of the most unusual and delightful celebrations you'll ever witness. The Monkey Buffet Festival began in 1989, thanks to a local hotel owner named Yongyuth Kitwatananosont. He wanted to express gratitude to the city's macaque population and attract more tourists. The festival has since grown into a major event, with over 3,000 monkeys gathering to feast on a banquet of fruits, vegetables, and other treats laid out just for them. The festival kicks off with an opening ceremony, often featuring traditional Thai performances and even people dressed as monkeys to entertain the crowds. Then, the main event begins. Long tables piled high with food are revealed, and the monkeys descend to enjoy their feast. You can expect to see them munching on everything from bananas and watermelons to more exotic fruits like dragon fruit and lychees. But this festival is not just about the monkeys having a good time. Locals believe that by feeding the monkeys, they are bringing prosperity and good fortune to the community. This belief is rooted in the story of Hanuman, the monkey king from the Ramakien, Thailand's version of the ancient Indian epic, the Ramayana. The monkeys are considered descendants of Hanuman, making them revered residents of Lopburi. If you attend, keep in mind that these monkeys can be mischievous. They might try to steal your belongings or even jump on you in search of food. But despite their antics, they are generally friendly and add a lively atmosphere to the ancient ruins of Phra Prang Sam Yat, where most of the festivities take place. Number 10. Underground fight clubs. In the shadows of Bangkok's bustling cityscape, where traditional Muay Thai is celebrated with honor and precision, a darker and more brutal scene unfolds. There are underground fight clubs in Thailand, where the rules are loose and the stakes are high. These secret fight clubs, like the infamous Fight Club Thailand, are worlds apart from the regulated and respected world of traditional Muay Thai. Established in 2016 by Chana Warasart, Fight Club Thailand operates in a legal gray area, inspired by the underground culture depicted in the movie Fight Club. Here, fighters gather under harsh spotlights and street lamps in gritty urban settings, often under bridges or in abandoned lots, ready to trade blows in unsanctioned bouts. Unlike the well-maintained rings of official Muay Thai stadiums, these underground matches are raw and unfiltered. Fighters, ranging from complete amateurs to more experienced brawlers, face off in single 3-minute rounds. There are no winners or losers declared, just blood, bruises, and the thrill of combat. The rules are minimal. No elbowing, no grappling, and no punching to the back of the head. Everything else is fair game. Despite the rough nature of these fights, there is a sense of camaraderie among the fighters and the crowd. The club's motto, "The ring that will change violence into friendship," reflects an ethos where aggression is vented, but respect is maintained. Fighters often bow to each other before and after the fight, a nod to the traditional roots of Muay Thai. Even in such an untraditional setting, operating outside the bounds of the law, these underground clubs have caught the attention of the authorities. Although the Boxing Act in Thailand prohibits unsanctioned fights, punishable by fines and jail time, these matches continue, with organizers insisting they are not governed by the same rules as professional bouts. Number 9. The Songkran Water Festival. Try walking through the streets of Thailand in mid-April, and you'll be caught in the middle of the world's biggest water fight. This is the Songkran Water Festival, Thailand's most famous and exuberant celebration marking the Thai New Year. Held every year from April 13th to April 15th, Songkran is much more than just a fun water battle. It's a unique blend of spiritual rituals and sheer joy. The origins of Songkran date back centuries, with its name derived from the Sanskrit word samkranti, meaning astrological passage. Traditionally, the festival is a time for cleansing, renewal, and paying respects to elders and Buddha. Before the water fights begin, people clean their homes, visit temples, and pour scented water over Buddha statues as a sign of purification and to wash away misfortunes of the past year. But as the day progresses, the spiritual rituals give way to massive water battles that take over the streets of every city and town in Thailand. Armed with water guns, buckets, and even hoses, locals and tourists alike join in the fun, drenching each other in good-natured chaos. Chiang Mai is particularly famous for its Songkran festivities, where the city turns into one giant water park, and the ancient city moat becomes the main battleground. Bangkok, too, hosts huge celebrations, with areas like Khao San Road and Siloam becoming the epicenters of the action. Here, you'll see everything from traditional parades to high-energy parties, with fire hoses adding to the soaking fun. Number 8. Police with Hello Kitty badges. Imagine being a tough police officer in Thailand, only to find yourself wearing a bright pink armband featuring Hello Kitty. It might sound like a joke, but it's very real. In 2007, the Bangkok Police Department introduced this unique punishment as a way to discipline officers who commit minor infractions, like arriving late or littering. The idea was the brainchild of Police Colonel Pongpat Chayafan, who wanted to find a way to enforce discipline without resorting to harsher penalties. Traditional warnings weren't working, so he came up with a plan to use the cute, girly image of Hello Kitty as a tool for public shaming. Officers who broke the rules had to wear the pink Hello Kitty armband, adorned with 2 hearts, while on duty in the office. The intention was to make them feel embarrassed and discourage them from repeating their mistakes. Interestingly, the officers weren't required to wear the armband in public, only within their division office, making it a very targeted form of punishment. The idea was that the contrast between the typically macho image of a police officer and the ultra-cute Hello Kitty would be enough to instill a sense of guilt and deter further misbehavior. Number 7. Sathorn Unique Tower. Standing tall but eerily abandoned in the heart of Bangkok, the Sathorn Unique Tower is better known by its chilling nickname, the Ghost Tower. This 49-story skyscraper was supposed to be a symbol of luxury and sophistication, a grand condominium complex designed by the renowned architect Rangsan Torsuwan. Construction began in 1990, but by 1997, it came to a sudden halt, with the building nearly 80% complete. The Asian financial crisis struck, leaving the tower unfinished and haunting the Bangkok skyline ever since. Adding to the building's eerie reputation, Torsuan's legal troubles contributed to its downfall. In 1993, he was arrested for allegedly plotting to murder a top Thai official, which further complicated the project. Although he was acquitted in 2010, the damage was done. The building was left to decay, and over the years, it has attracted urban explorers and thrill seekers who are drawn to its ghostly atmosphere. Inside, the tower is a dangerous maze of graffiti-covered walls, exposed steel beams, and crumbling concrete. Some locals believe it to be haunted, possibly because it's rumored to have been built on a former burial ground. This belief was reinforced in 2014 when the body of a Swedish man was found hanging on the 43rd floor, sparking even more ghost stories. Despite its dangers and the fact that it is officially off-limits, the ghost tower remains a fascination for those brave enough to climb its treacherous stairwells. Number 6. Resorts shaped like fruits. Tucked away in the lush mountains of Kanchanaburi, Thailand, is a resort that takes creative lodging to a whole new level. This is Bonphasawan, a place where your room is shaped like a giant fruit or vegetable. This quirky and colorful resort is a favorite among those looking for a whimsical escape from the ordinary. Bonphasawan offers over 100 rooms, each designed to resemble different fruits and vegetables. You can choose to stay in a pineapple, a rambutan, a dragon fruit, or even a bamboo shoot. The rooms are made from concrete and painted in vibrant colors, bringing each fruit or vegetable to life in a fun and surreal way. This makes the resort not just a place to sleep, but an experience that feels like stepping into a storybook. The resort was developed over the past 12 years on an 80-acre property, surrounded by misty mountains and lush orchards. Bonphasawan is not only about unique architecture, it also serves as an agricultural hub. The resort is home to a wide variety of durian trees, with over 100 types of durian growing on the property. This makes it a haven for fruit enthusiasts, particularly those who love durian, which is one of Thailand's most famous and polarizing fruits. Staying at Bonphasawan is not just about the visual delight of the rooms. The resort also offers beautiful gardens, a pond with paddle boats, and winding paths through its extensive orchards. Nearby attractions include the Phasawan waterfall and local hot springs, making it a perfect spot for both relaxation and adventure. Before we move on, here's today's subscriber's pick. In Thailand, there exists a tradition that blurs the lines between performance, identity, and sheer spectacle. The world of ladyboy cabaret shows. Picture this: a stage bursting with vibrant colors, dazzling lights, and performers who redefine grace and glamour. These ladyboys, known locally as Kathoi, bring to life a show that is part dance, part theater, and entirely captivating. But these performances are more than just entertainment. They are a celebration of Thailand's rich cultural diversity and a bold statement on gender identity. What's truly fascinating is the transformation these performers undergo. With elaborate costumes, stunning makeup, and choreographed routines that rival any Broadway show, they create a visual feast that leaves audiences spellbound. These shows are famous for blending traditional Thai dance with modern pop culture, creating an experience that's both exotic and familiar. Do these shows make you think differently about gender and identity? Let us know in the comments section below. Number 5. The Bo Sang Paper Umbrella Village. Nestled in the tranquil countryside of northern Thailand, not far from the bustling city of Chiang Mai, is a village that bursts with color and creativity. Bo Sang Paper Umbrella Village is a place where tradition meets artistry in the most beautiful way. Here, the craft of making traditional hand-painted paper umbrellas has been perfected over generations, making it one of Thailand's most cherished cultural treasures. The art of umbrella making in Bo Sang dates back over 200 years. The villagers are skilled artisans who handcraft each umbrella from start to finish. The process begins with creating the umbrella frame using bamboo, which is then covered with paper made from the bark of the mulberry tree. Once the structure is ready, the real magic happens. Each umbrella is hand-painted with intricate designs, often featuring flowers, birds, or traditional Thai patterns. The result is a stunning piece of art that is both functional and decorative. Bo Sang Village is not just about making umbrellas. It's also about preserving a rich cultural heritage. The village has become a symbol of Thailand's dedication to craftsmanship and creativity. Every year, in January, the village hosts the Bo Sang Umbrella Festival, a vibrant celebration where the streets are lined with colorful umbrellas and the air is filled with music, dance, and the sounds of artisans at work. Visitors can watch the artisans in action, learn about the history of the craft, and even try their hand at painting their own umbrella. The village itself is a picturesque sight, with shops and workshops dotting the landscape. Walking through Bo Sang, you'll see rows of umbrellas in every color imaginable, creating a visual feast that's hard to forget. Number 4. The White Temple. Wat Rong Khun, commonly known as the White Temple, is one of the most fascinating landmarks in Thailand, located just outside Chiang Rai. This modern and surreal structure was the brainchild of Chalermchai Kositpipat, a Thai visual artist who began this ambitious project in 1997. Unlike traditional temples, Wat Rong Khun is entirely white, symbolizing the purity of Buddha, and it incorporates tiny mirrored glass pieces that sparkle in the sunlight, representing the Buddha's wisdom. The temple is not just an architectural marvel, it's also a deep symbolic journey. As you approach the temple, you cross the Bridge of Rebirth, which is flanked by hundreds of hands reaching up from the ground, symbolizing unrestrained desire. This bridge leads to the Gate of Heaven, guarded by 2 creatures representing Death and Rahu, who decide the fate of the dead. This journey is meant to remind visitors of the path to enlightenment, which requires overcoming worldly temptations. Inside the temple, the murals take a surprising turn. They mix traditional Buddhist imagery with modern pop culture icons like Superman, Neo from The Matrix, and even Hello Kitty. These images are woven into a larger narrative about good versus evil, illustrating the challenges of modern life within a spiritual context. Wat Rong Khun is a work in progress, with Chalermchai planning to continue its expansion until 2070. The site will eventually include 9 buildings, each with its own symbolic meaning, such as a meditation hall and a museum showcasing the artist's works. Despite being damaged in an earthquake in 2014, the temple was restored and remains a must-visit for those traveling to northern Thailand. Number 3. Sakyant Tattoo Ritual. Thailand is home to the Sakyant Tattoo Ritual, a unique and deeply spiritual tradition that has been practiced for over 2,000 years. These tattoos, also known as yantra tattoos, are not just about decoration. They are believed to provide protection, power, and blessings to those who wear them. The tattoos are often administered by Buddhist monks or highly respected tattoo masters, known as ajarns, who have spent years mastering this sacred art. The word sak means to tattoo, and yant refers to the sacred geometric designs used in the tattoos. Each design carries specific meanings and powers. For instance, the Ha Tayu, or 5 lines yant, is known for its protective qualities and its ability to reverse bad fortune. Another popular design, the Gao Yord, or 9 peaks yant, symbolizes Mount Meru, a sacred mountain in Buddhist and Hindu mythology, and is believed to offer extensive protection and success. The process of receiving a Sakyant tattoo is a ritual in itself. The monk or ajarn first reads the aura of the person, determining which design is most suitable. Then, using a long, sharpened bamboo stick or metal rod, the tattoo is hand-tapped into the skin. The ink used is often a special mixture that can include ingredients like snake venom or herbs, believed to enhance the tattoo's power. Once the tattoo is complete, the monk recites a sacred prayer and blows it onto the tattoo to activate its protective powers. This ritual is highly respected in Thai culture, especially among warriors, Muay Thai fighters, and those seeking spiritual protection. It's important to approach Sakyant tattoos with reverence, as they are believed to lose their power if the wearer does not adhere to a strict moral code. Number 2. The Bangkok Airplane Graveyard. Tucked away in the bustling heart of Bangkok lies an eerie spectacle that you won't find in your typical travel guides, the Bangkok Airplane Graveyard. This haunting site features several abandoned airplanes, including a massive 747 jumbo jet and 2 MD-82 jetliners, which now serve as the makeshift homes of local families. These families have turned the site into a unique, if somewhat unsettling, tourist attraction, charging visitors a small fee to explore the decaying aircraft and the lives that have sprung up around them. As you approach the graveyard, located along the busy Ramkhamhaeng Road in the Bang Kapi district, you'll spot the hulking silhouettes of these abandoned planes against the skyline. The graveyard itself is not an official tourist destination. It's actually private property. The families living there have staked their claim, converting the interiors of the planes into surprisingly functional living spaces. They offer tours of the planes, though tour might be too formal a word. For a fee of around 200 baht, or about $6, you can climb into the cockpits, wander through the rusting fuselages, and even snap a few photos from the wing of a jet. This isn't a polished attraction. The planes are in varying states of decay, with peeling paint, broken windows, and scattered debris. The interiors are often hot and dusty, baking under the relentless Thai sun. Yet, this rawness adds to the surreal atmosphere of the place. You might find old oxygen masks lying on the ground, or perhaps catch a glimpse of a child's toy nestled among the wreckage. The 747, the largest of the planes, is particularly striking. It's said that this behemoth once belonged to Orient Thai Airways before being retired to this forgotten corner of Bangkok. But time may be running out for this strange attraction. With the construction of the new MRT Orange Line nearby, the land's value is rising rapidly. It's likely only a matter of time before the graveyard is cleared, making way for yet another development in the ever-expanding city. Number 1. Illegal wildlife markets. In the bustling markets of Bangkok, there's a darker side that many might overlook: the illegal wildlife markets. Among these, Chatuchak Market stands out as one of the most notorious. Despite being a major tourist attraction known for its vast array of goods, including clothing, food, and souvenirs, it is also infamous for the illegal trade of endangered and exotic animals. At Chatuchak, vendors often sell rare species like turtles, birds, and even monkeys, kept in cramped and unsanitary conditions. These animals are usually smuggled into Thailand from other countries, making this market a hub for wildlife trafficking. The trade is mostly hidden from plain sight, but it is an open secret among those familiar with the market's less savory operations. Conservationists have long raised alarms about the impact of this illegal trade, which contributes to the decline of species and poses significant risks to both animal welfare and public health. Efforts to crack down on this trade have been challenging, as the market is vast and enforcement is difficult. However, recent incidents, such as a devastating fire in June 2024 that killed hundreds of caged animals, have brought renewed attention to the urgent need for stricter regulations and enforcement. This tragic event highlighted the poor conditions in which these animals are kept, further intensifying calls for the permanent closure of the live animal sections of such markets. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.